Hello, my friends. This is Wild Kate, and after being given a treasure hunting device, it has become my main hobby. I study the history of treasure hunting, old maps, and study different legends, hoping that I too will be lucky enough to find a real treasure. Today I want to tell you a story about the treasure of the Chinese caravan on Lake Baikal. I was told about it when I was traveling there. The legend of the treasure of the Chinese caravan, lost in the depths of Lake Baikal, has attracted the attention and imagination of people for many generations. This mysterious story has inspired many explorers, as well as treasure hunters seeking an answer to the question: do these treasures really exist, or are they just a legend? The legend about the treasure of the Chinese caravan on Lake Baikal has its roots in the distant past. According to one of the versions, in the times of the Great Silk Road, a caravan from China was heading to the west through the territory of modern Siberia. While traveling through the turbulent waters of Lake Baikal, or under unforeseen circumstances, the caravan was wrecked or attacked. As a consequence, the treasures carried as trade cargo were lost and sank into the depths of the lake. But this legend has a sequel. Saganzaba Cliff is translated from Buryat as White Rock. It is one of the most beautiful places on the western shore of Baikal. According to local legend, in the cave of Saganzaba Cliff is buried golden treasure hidden by the Chinese. They could not cross Baikal on camels and had to bury it. The entrance to the cave is still unknown, but they mention and describe it can be found in books of the 20s of the 20th century. Somewhere up in one of the disappeared cliffs is the entrance hole. It is about 10 meters deep and has a large dark hall from which horizontal corridors branch off on the sides. One of these corridors ends with a deep well, in which gold was hidden and the entrance was disguised. This cave has been searched for by many, but no one has been able to find it yet. The question about the existence of treasures on Lake Baikal remains open. Many researchers and historians believe that this legend is based on real historical events related to trade along the Silk Road. However, the lack of concrete evidence and finds makes it difficult to establish the actual veracity of this legend. Since the origin of the legend, many people have undertaken treasure hunts on Lake Baikal. Some have been organized by serious explorers and archaeologists, while others have been part of adventurous expeditions driven by a passion for riddles and mysteries. In different historical periods, explorers and treasure hunters have conducted their searches using both modern technology and traditional methods. Since the beginning of the 20th century, with the advent of modern technology and communications, interest in treasure hunting on Lake Baikal has not waned. Specialized teams of explorers, archaeologists, geologists, and divers began to conduct systematic searches at the bottom of the lake using modern equipment and underwater vehicles. Many expeditions were organized in different time periods to search for the treasures of the Chinese caravan on Lake Baikal. Some were private ventures and others were government or academic research groups. These expeditions included lakeshore reconnaissance, underwater exploration, geophysical surveys, and other methods. Despite all the efforts and resources invested in the search, no evidence of the existence of Chinese caravan treasure at the bottom of Lake Baikal has yet been found. Many researchers came to the conclusion that the legend probably has a historical basis, but the treasures could have been lost or dismantled back in ancient times. The search for the treasure of the Chinese caravan on Lake Baikal continues to be one of the most mysterious stories in the history of the region. Despite the lack of concrete results, many researchers sincerely believe in the possibility of discovering these treasures in the future and continue their search, relying on advanced technology and research methods. Regardless of how real this legend is, the treasures of the Chinese caravan on Lake Baikal continue to capture people's attention and imagination. They remain a mysterious symbol of the past, reminding us of ancient trade routes and mysterious adventures on the Silk Road. Perhaps the answer to the question of the existence of these treasures will one day be found, or maybe they will remain an eternal myth, shrouded in mystery and riddles of antiquity.